I'm in 250K worth of debt and I'm seriously considering going back to school. So I recently stumbled across a new career prospect that I'm extremely interested in. It's in the medical field and I'd be making upwards of 150-200K right after graduating from the 2.5 years of schooling. The only issue I'm having is that I'm already in over 240K worth of high-interest student loan debt. I currently make 70K working 2 jobs and I know my salary will increase, but it'll probably take another 10 years before even reaching $150K. Is it worth applying for the program? It's a very rigorous program and I can't possibly work through it. I'm also on only one income at the moment, so I'll be responsible for covering living expenses for myself and my mother who lives with me. This job will give me such a good quality of life after, but I'll come out owing $400K since interest on my current loans will keep accruing while in college.
This will be Op's 4th run at school. I have friends that keep getting degrees in debt because real grown-up life is hard. Good luck being 500K in debt. You'll be so screwed. I guessed about this being their 4th go at school, and then read it was true after posting. OP is so friggin' screwed. He'll die in massive debt. Might as well just get a loan on an unaffordable car, too. Painfully true. They justify it with, if I overeducate the crap out of myself, the market will have to pay me lots of money. Doesn't work that way. Good luck being 500K in debt. You'll be so screwed. At that point, you might as well keep being a student forever. Work just enough to be eligible for Social Security, but not so much that you start having to pay on the loans. You're sunk anyway.
$136 in account, need to pay a $650 in 3 days or get evicted. Have $136 in my bank account, wondering what's the best way to pay this off, or I get evicted. Originally, it was $1,350.50. Talked to my landlord and they said I could pay $650 and then do a payment plan. I just got a new job, but I don't get paid till June 9th. I just want to get this eviction letter off me and I'll worry about the rest. Things to consider. I have horrible credit. I tried online loans, but they keep sending me to other sites. Any advice, please? Thank you for your time. Edit. Loving the advice. Currently working on trying to get my family to help. Keep them coming.
Can you sell plasma or asthma because you're so ducked?
AIT for telling my parents I am willing to sell them my forgiveness. My parents expected me to be independent the minute I turned 18. They gave me the money they had saved up for my education, and they started charging me rent. I was lucky enough to have a partial scholarship, and I found a job in the city my university was in, so I moved there before the school year began. With my parents' money, my scholarship, and my wages, I was able to scrape by. I rarely, if ever, spoke with my parents. I was kind of busy. I guess they decided that they didn't want that kind of relationship with my younger siblings because they were not presented with the same option. They both lived at home all through university and even afterwards. I am 34 now, with a decent job and a great girlfriend whom I will be marrying this summer. I sent my parents and siblings an invitation. They called me to ask why they were not involved in the wedding. I responded that they hadn't really been part of my life in 16 years, and that I was being nice by inviting them. They said that they acknowledged that they made mistakes when I was young, bet that it was in the past, and that I should get over it. Against my fiancé's advice, I sent them an itemized bill for everything I paid for myself that they freely gave my brother and sister. I said if they wanted to be a part of my life, they had to ante up. They said that they cannot afford that because they are in debt still from helping my siblings out. I laughed at that and said I hoped that I would see them at the wedding and hung up. My family are all getting a hold of me to let me know how much I'm hurting my parents. The thing is that I don't want their money, and I don't want anything from them at all other than their attendance at my wedding. If they can't do that, then I'm fine with our yearly phone call.
NTA. Maybe the itemized bill was a bit much, but I imagine it was cathartic for you. Your parents haven't been around in a decade and a half. They have a lot of nerve to ask to be involved. Not being involved in your wedding is just reaping what they sowed. Congratulations on your upcoming wedding. Yeah, it is an AH move in a vacuum, but this is more about catharsis and appropriate response. I filed this away as one of those really good ideas for dealing with crazy people.
They said that they cannot afford that because they are in debt still from helping my siblings out. I'm sorry, what? Then why did they do it in the first place? NTAOP. Perhaps your siblings can pay them back instead. Definitely not the a-hole.